know me. That's N.Herring on all social media platforms.
And I am Natasha, and that's Natasha B on TV on all social media platforms. Just the letter B, not the word B. I just want to clarify that.
So we're implementing a new segment to our channel. We've been doing this for a while now, but we felt like it was important to bring it to you guys as well. It is called Behind the Keyboards with Nate and Tasha.
And get right into
jump
it.
right into it. We'll see you in a few.
See you in a minute.
We know a whole lot of stuff is going on social media where people pretend to be one way, but we like to get the real deal, the transparent. We could not wait till you see these responses.
Boy.
It's coming up next.
Do you date women with kids?
Yes, I would date women with kids.
So the question at hand is, will you date women with children?
Yes, I would.
The question is, will you date women with children? You date somebody with kids?
I think for me personally, it depends on the situation.
Because I found over the last especially couple of years, I really understood their story.
I don't expect nobody, anybody that's single without kids to understand my struggle in a sense. So I think it starts with what's the connection like first, what's their intention. Then you go into the lifestyle situation.
Because I'm not ready to take on someone else's responsibilities.
I have a baby face, but I'm actually 41. Okay. And I don't look it. A lot of people say I look late 20, 30.
Do you have a maximum amount that you would date? Like a maximum child amount?
No. Situation, what kind of rapport do they have with their kids? What's the father situation? Even if the father's not there, it just depends on how they manage the situation.
It's serious and dating. Like, would you see a future in them? Would you say no? Baby daddy limit?
No.
So if they have multiple baby daddy, that wouldn't be a problem for you either?
Not a problem.
Back in the day, when I was like maybe early 30s, late 20s, I always said that no way would I date a woman with kids.
Right.
And then I would, I would like to build from the ground up.
That, like, what's the household like? What's the structure like? That's when.
So you don't care about the baby father count, like how many baby father they have or how many kids they have. It's all about how they care for you.
I just feel like you gotta have that situation in place, in order.
Women with kids can be very nice. They may have went through a bad relationship and now they're single, so I can't blame them.
Right.
So I've gotten to know women over the years. And my last relationship, she had 2 kids.
Okay.
Like, because my mother had, I don't like the term baby fathers, but she had 2 fathers of children. But her situation, she was with my brother's father first. He cheated with her best friend.
Dang,
she met my father. But by those standards, she got 2 baby fathers.
Like, would you marry them? Would you bring them all in? Like, how would that look like for you?
Definitely, the ultimate goal is marriage. In any relationship, for me.
Would you ever be open to it? Or just like a flat out deal breaker?
It's a deal breaker, but
Right.
So it's circumstantial. So it's like, did you just make poor decisions throughout the whole process, or was it just, victim of circumstance?
Right.
I thought it was going to be long term, but I really
like marriage or just long-term relationship?
maybe a relationship. If I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not going to let the woman wait 10 years like I see a lot of these guys do. No way. I don't got time to wait.
It's being said that if you have baby fathers, multiple baby fathers, or just like even if you have multiple children with one baby father, that you're not desirable anymore. That's what's being said.
That's a lie. Women are beautiful regardless of how many kids they got. So everybody's beautiful. I don't have a preference, so I don't care about kids, size. But you definitely have to have a great mentality, meaning on the same frequency that I am on, same
Or
type of
higher.
time.
Or higher.
Oh, higher, yeah, vibe higher, yeah.
Shoot, I might be higher than you.
You might be. That's what I want. Make me vibe higher.
Shut up.
Put me up there.
you gotta have that situation in place, in order for me to, date.
But it's a deal breaker is a deal breaker. A deal breaker is like something that you just would not do at all.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a deal breaker, you know what I mean? But
Are you saying that to me, or are you just saying that overall?
I would just have to know that your baby daddy is not crazy.
So
first
it's more
of all.
about baby daddy than anything else.
Yeah, and then also it's just like I gotta know what I'm dealing with because,
I'm not trying to persuade you either way because I want you to have an experience.
Yeah, it's hard to man yourself up. It ain't easy.
Yeah, I mean, everything comes with its challenges. Marriage comes with relationships, comes with challenges. Job comes with challenges. Business comes with challenges. So.
But I mean, I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker, but it's like I wouldn't want to.
And we're going back over to the channel. Bye.
Oh, as
you can clearly see. What y'all think about that? Please leave in the comments.
Go ahead and comment right down below, because I mean,
You know
because crazy.
It's so important because there are people literally saying like, yeah, women with children,
right?
Y'all are fuckable,
right?
But y'all are not married.
We're not gonna marry you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna marry you because you got kids, and I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. They're saying that on social media. They'll, in actuality, they will talk to you. They will marry you. They will do all of that with you. But on social media, they're like, I wouldn't talk to nobody who got kids. I don't care if she only got one kid. If she got 4 or 5 baby daddies, that's a whole blah, blah, blah. When in actuality, they will wife you. They will take care of your children and they will do all of that. But they put on a front for somebody else.
I feel like that was very necessary. A lot of the times, we spend a lot of time behind the internet, behind the screens. We can be whatever we want to be.
Bunch of keyboard gangsters.
We can literally be whatever we want to be, right?
Right.
And what happens is, we start to believe that's how real life really is.
And that's how we, as women, start to feel that men think about us.
And as you can see, that's clearly
that's
not the case.
definitely not the case.
It's been a lot of stigmas going around saying that women are no longer worthy once they have a kid and they're single.
And we've been compared to a lot of different things that have nothing to do with women at all.
It's gotten to the point where like grown adults,
right?
We're not talking about children here that be on TikTok with little boppity bops. We're talking about grown adults act like they can't form opinions on their own life
without somebody else initiating the thought.
And then they tell their children, don't listen to what's going on with their friends. If your friends jump off, they'll jump off too. But you get on the internet and like, oh, this person
said this, so I believe that, like, and this is how I'm gonna live my life.
To empower women, because that's what this is all about at the very end of the day.
Always,
and not about nobody else's, personal issues that they have going on. To empower women, I thought it was really important because I've been told personally that, because I have a kid, I don't do the secret, the pet dog in the background. I have a whole kid that I'm tired of death. He's been on my YouTube channel several times.
Yep.
And I'm not hiding that from nobody. Blood of my blood, flesh of my, that is me. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be proud of my child.
Yep.
And so if a person, that does not work out for a person, that's fine. When I talk to people and they're like, oh, well, we give you a pass. First off,
what does that even mean? Like,
we give you a pass because you only have one child.
We give you a pass to be in our life, not the other way around.
But I've been told that you'll get a pass because you only got one child, but it's these people with the multiple children. And so I want to speak to the people that children, period.
Let me tell y'all something.
We're not going to limit it to just like how many you have.
I have 4 children. Niggas still want to talk to me. To this day, oh, you got 4 kids, that's fine with me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you got 6 kids, 12 kids, these men will marry you. Don't let them, or... 12 is a little extreme.
I think you kind of...
I
don't think people are having 12 kids like that on average anymore.
Exaggerated, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When you say multiple children and kids, multiple children, you can have multiple babies. These men will take care of you and handle your business.
And that's not to say don't have a type. We are not influencing people not to have a type. I have a type. I will not date a person with multiple baby mamas, but that's just my type. And that's what I'm saying, that it's not something I saw on the internet. It's not something that I saw, influenced through TV or radio or nothing like that. It's just what I like. Now, if you have children, I'm okay to that. But if you have multiple baby mamas, I just feel like there's something wrong with the way you think as far as like...
Well, you might have made some bad choices in the past.
Yeah. But now if your kids are older, you have multiple baby and you stopped and you learned your lesson. But if you're constantly having baby mamas and you're making bad decisions, that's why I don't do the multiple baby mama thing. Me personally, but would I judge her for dating somebody with multiple? No.
My whole thing is this: I'm to a point now to where if you have more kids than I have with multiple different people, that's a problem for me. I got 4 kids and 3 baby daddies. If you got anything more than that, we might have to, you might have to go that way, because I don't want to deal with all of that. That's a lot to handle, and I don't. The type of relationship I have with my kids' fathers is not. There's never going to be any of this right here. I don't know that with these women. So
you know what it is?
Different.
I think it's a level of maturity more than anything else, because it really bothered me when I was told that directly to my earlobe that you get a pass. Men would see you differently because you have one. And so I felt like it was time for us to hit these streets and get the real opinion of some real men that are grown enough not to be influenced by the internet, that's mature enough to know what they want, because it's not about you wanting to date somebody with a child or children not wanting to, because you can date whatever you want to, but don't do it because somebody else. We're too grown to not know what we want, because there's so many queens out here feeling as though that they're not worthy, that they can't have a man no more that's gonna love them, that's gonna accept their children, that's gonna want to be with them and really take care of them, because because of their situation with their children.
And that's definitely not
And they're
true.
really beating themselves up. They're allowing the world to beat them up, the internet to beat them up, other people to beat them up. When you can have whatever you want out of life. But in this particular episode, we are solely focusing on women with children. Because that's where I feel like a lot of the BS has been online.
Yeah.
That women with children
are not worthy of being in any type of relationship.
in a quality relationship. They're asked to settle. They're saying that they can't be wives.
They said we have to take whatever we get.
Why is this?
Why?
This is not the truth. And we ask everybody to be transparent. Don't just make stuff up because we can't be playing like that. You know, like, be transparent.
Per the example in the video.
Tell us exactly how you feel. And we're gonna, it's no judgment zone because we all have a type. We expect you to have some type of standard to what you want in life. So it's not like, oh, well, F you because you don't like this and I like this. That's not the type of vibe we're giving out. Now, 3 out of the 4 guys that we did interview that we put on the screen did not have any children. The one that did say that it was a deal breaker for him, he flip-flopped a little bit. I don't want to put no judgments out there with him. But once I told him that I had a child, he kind of was like, well, I would accept you.
Right.
And I was trying to let him know that living your life, because I always want to embrace the kings as well.
Right.
Let them know, like, don't sway from your opinion. I don't know if you have your opinion from somebody else. Like I said, we have a lot of grown adults on the internet being influenced by stuff that's not even real reality.
Having nothing to do with them at the end of the day. And it's just like, or you hear it so much now it has to be true because it's a few people that are saying it over and over again.
And then once we got, like, I don't know if he was attracted to me or not. I don't know. I was not attracted to. I'm not attracted to anybody. I ain't attracted to nobody but God. That is my man right there. But I think that he kind of swayed.
He was somebody that was like a dead fish. He went with the flow. He went with however the wind was blowing for that moment, or the current, or whatever. If the trees was bending right, he was going right. If the trees was bending left, he was going left. Like, he was just riding away.
I'll make sure I add a clip in when I specifically told him, be honest. Be honest. Don't. Are you just saying that just because of me, or what's really going on with you? Because, again, we want to empower everybody to live in their truth.
Right.
Whatever their standard is, let that be their standard. You don't have to want to desire women with children. If that's your true standard,
that's your truth.
and it's not influenced by nothing else but your own personal thoughts, then that's fine. But we just more so want to empower the queens.
Right.
More than anything else, that have their children out here, that have their situations, that they do not have to lower their standards and begin to settle. Because we are raising the future. And so when we're raising the future, we can't start feeling down on ourselves, feeling a lack of confidence in ourselves, and be influencing that into our children next. So it's very important that we stay strong.
Yes.
We stay on top of our game.
We find something that'll empower you every day.
And we don't feel like we have to settle for anything less than what we're worth.
I just don't want y'all who have kids to sell yourself short. Don't be going to people who don't have no significant others at all, trying to get advice from them. They can help you.
Yeah.
You have to do what works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's too much of negativity on the internet, too much of breaking people down. For what, though?
For what? What's the end goal? Like, you're doing all this and you're not even doing anything.
You're trying to act like, well, I'm just trying to teach people. That you can't teach somebody nothing. Everybody's individual. You can't really tell somebody this is the set thing for everybody that has kids.
But you can't teach somebody
this is the set thing for all men that you can't set something for an entire species and feel like.
But you also can't set an intention on something like that if you're not even living
that lifestyle.
Like, if you're not even living that lifestyle, why am I even talking to you? If you're telling me you wouldn't date women with kids, or you wouldn't marry somebody like that, are you single, or you divorced 7 times or something like that, I'm not taking no advice from you.
And so I would highly suggest that, you work on yourself, self-love.
Yeah.
That's the best. Seek positivity. If you see somebody that's preaching negativity, why are you even reaching out?
Don't reach out to people like that.
Then you just got to start questioning yourself, like, hey, what's up?
Where's your self-esteem?
Why am I
at
even
this
reaching
point?
out to somebody who doesn't see any worth
in women at all?
In women and in mothers and the creators of this world. But in the end, just keep in mind that you are worthy. You deserve whoever you want. These opinions out here that's on the internet,
don't make them yours.
They're not reality.
Just because that's how they feel, that doesn't mean that's how you are. So if you know that it don't apply, don't make it apply. Don't go through your brain trying to make it apply to you. If it don't apply, let it pass your badge.
These opinions on TV, radio, internet, anything that's not a real life situation
for you,
don't make it your reality. So we hope this empowered you. And all you mothers out here,
y'all keep
to know that yes, you are wife material.
You're worthy of it.
But if you don't invest into yourself, don't even waste your time bothering nobody else because you ain't gonna.
You don't believe in you, so why with somebody else?
We need you to be 100% with yourself, and that's why we're pushing this out so you can feel empowered. All right, y'all. We will talk to y'all. Is done speaking, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you for joining this week. We will be back next week at 8 p.m. You already know.
We'll be back next Wednesday, same time, same place. Again, follow us on all social media platforms. Yep. Comment below what you thought about the video. Like and subscribe.
And tell your friends about it.
And hit that notification button so we can make sure whenever we come up here, the great show with this love.
Hello.
Y'all getting that ding reminder.
8 o'clock. All right, y'all.
How did it feel losing your virginity at 30? I had to rewind. I'm sorry. Like that took me. Like
it's a shocker.
Was it like, oh my God, this is crazy? Like,
you even think about it?
The girl was like, I had a date with her, and she's like, I see you, and we have another date, no matter when this is going down. And my ass went the next day and lost it. Yeah.
And you fell in love with her?
No, hell no, hold no. It was a one-shot thing. It's funny, I was just having this conversation with my mom. No,
I'm still on the fact that you,
I swear to God on that.
30 years old?
Yeah. And so I read, now don't get it twisted.